Welcome to your yoga practice today. We are going to start in child's pose. So you can take the knees a little wider than hip width apart, maybe mat width apart, toes towards each other. And then you're folding down over the space between the legs. Your hips are back towards the heels. There might be a space there. They don't have to go all the way back. And then see, can you get the forehead down onto the floor? So if there's a space between your forehead and the floor, you could slide a yoga block or a cushion underneath. And we'll take a few nice slow breaths here, working to stretch out through the back body and really settle into your practice. Notice how you feel, the physical body, the mind, the energy, all of the layers of yourself. As you check inwards, as you become aware of yourself, deepen your breath. Let your breath slow down. So you're breathing in a little bit longer, breathing out a little bit longer. And let that breath be a comfortable pace for you. And we'll work to keep that nice steady breath as we move through the practice. So on your next inhalation, come forward. We'll bring the knees in line with the hips and then take the hands slightly further forward of the shoulders. Start to rock back and forth, moving the hips with the breath. So as you inhale, you're coming forwards, and as you exhale, your hips are going back. And starting to loosen up through the upper body, across the hips, into the joints. And then as your hips come back towards your heels, let's start to make big circles with the body. So you're sweeping out and around. And again, moving with the breath. You inhale forwards and you exhale back. And now as your hips come to your heels, circle in the opposite direction. Notice how your body's feeling as you move. Tune in with the lower back, the outer hips, the major joints, wrists, shoulders, hips, knees. And then we'll make our way back into tabletop. And this time, readjust the hands. Bring them back so that the wrists stack below the shoulders. And as you exhale, round into the spine, hollow the belly. As you inhale, let your belly dip down, lift your gaze to look up. Do that again. Exhale, rounding into cat. And inhale, releasing into cow. Once more, exhale, rounding. Inhale, releasing. Coming right back into a neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes under and exhale. Take your knees off the floor into downward facing dog. We'll take a pedal of the legs and down dog. As you pedal the legs, let your hips sway. Get a nice stretch out from the hips to the heels. And then we'll come back to center. And now as you inhale, roll your spine forward as though you're coming to plank pose. And then bend the knees. And as you exhale, circle back into down dog. So your inhale rolling forward, exhaling rolling back. Continuing to move in that wave-like motion, creating big circles with the body. And then the next time that you come to downward facing dog, take your right leg into the air. Take a big breath in as you reach it up. And with your out breath, step the right foot forward, lower your left knee to the floor. And take the arms out and up overhead on the in-breath. Interlace your fingers, point your first finger up towards the ceiling in Kali Mudra. And then see, can you lift your gaze up towards the hands? Take a few slow breaths over the front body. And with your next out breath, the two hands come down to the floor. Plant the palms flat. Tuck the back toes under, lift that back knee, step to downward facing dog. And now inhale, come forward to plank, and this time lower the knees. And as you exhale, bend at the elbow to bring yourself all the way down to the belly. We'll take the hands slightly further forward. You might go wider with the hands as well for a little bit more space. Draw the elbows in. And as you inhale, lift the chest gently from the floor into a cobra pose, Bhujangasana. As you exhale, lower back down. We'll move with the breath. Inhale as you peel up, keep the tummy muscles working. And exhale as you release. One more like that. Breathe in as you lift. And breathe out as you lower. Shift the hands back. Inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor into downward facing dog. And now with an in-breath, left leg goes up. One leg down dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee to the floor. And breathing in. Take the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, pointing the first finger up. And then start to open up through the front body. Lift the gaze. Breathing down over the chest, down over the abdomen, the hip. So with your next out breath, two hands come down. Take a step back into downward facing dog. We'll inhale to shift forward into high plank. Lower the knees and nice and controlled through modified chaturanga, exhaling right down to the belly. Hands can come forward again, elbows in. Inhale, lifting vertebra by vertebra up into Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale to lower down. Two more like that. Keep the tummy muscles drawing inwards. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Last one. Breathe in, peel the spine up. Exhale as you lower down. And now release the hands. Plant one hand on top of the other. Bring your forehead down onto your hands. Lift your feet and sway the feet from right to left like windscreen wipers. Loosening through the lower back. And then we'll come back to center. Release the feet down. Unfold the arms. As you inhale, make your way to tabletop and exhale right back into Balasana where you started your practice. You can take the knees a little wider apart. Slide the hands forward. Let your forehead rest down. Breathe into the pose. Taking a moment to tune inwards now. Notice any changes, any shifts in your body from the beginning of your practice. And when you're ready, very slowly slide the hands back in. Bring your knees together. And we'll come to kneeling with the palms in Anjali Mudra, bowing down the head. Namaste.